delighted to welcome author Jessica Jarlvi to the show. Jessica was one of the winners in the 2016 Emirates Literature Prize, the Monte Grappa Writing Prize, and since then has gone on to write and publish 2 books. Jessica, thank you so much for coming. This is your latest book, isn't it? What did I do? I have read it. It's brilliant. Thoroughly recommend it. Jessica, perhaps you can just give us a quick overview on the story.
Sure. It's about 2 murders basically take place in Chicago, and a woman with mental health issues is accused, and she can't remember what she did or didn't do, or whether somebody made her do it. Yeah. So she uses a life insurance payout and escapes abroad, but somebody is on her tail wanting her to pay.
Human trafficking is a theme. What sort of inspired you to write about that?
Well, it's an issue that is obviously global and just so much more prominent than you think. And when I did my research, I focused on the US because I used to live there. And I came across so many stories of young people who've been trapped simply by making the wrong decisions. Yeah. So I wanted to shed some light on that. Yeah. And it also makes me just furious to think that somebody wants to control another person's life.
Yeah, yeah. So how much research did you do for this?
Well, I generally do only some research before I start writing, and that's more kind of to set the tone and to feel inspired. And then once I start writing, that's when I start doing the sort of heavy research and the fact-finding, etc. And I just want to try not to get too bogged down by it, but I also find that when I'm writing, it helps the direction of the story.
Yeah, interesting. And what I really like about your books is sort of the characters are quite, well, they're very in-depth, aren't you? You really read the book and feel like you know the characters. What gives you the idea for the characters, and are they inspired by you in real life? Are they people you meet in real life?
Definitely not. So anybody who knows me doesn't have to worry. Yes. I think it's quite difficult actually to base it on somebody real. I think the way that I write is that I come up with the characters first before I even decide on the plot. Yeah. Because I'm going to be spending so much time with them. I want them to be interesting, intriguing, perhaps even a bit different, and I want to learn something from them as well. Yeah. So they kind of drive the story in a way and lead the way. Yeah. So that's kind of how I go about it.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. And what's the most difficult part of the whole writing process for you?
Finding the time is one, because I have 4 children at home. So it's quite chaotic. And also just finding peace and quiet. Yeah. To do that, I feel like I have to write in drips and drabs. Half an hour here, half an hour there. Yeah. It's hard to get consistency.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So what are you currently working on at the moment? What's next?
I'm working on a couple of projects. One is an adventure story for a younger audience. I wanted something that my children can read.
Jessica, thank you so much for coming on the show to talk about your books, When I Wake Up and What Did I Do? If you fancy a little bit of Swedish noir, then these books are for you. Order them at Borders today. If you would like to be in with a chance to win one of Jessica's books, then head over to my Facebook or Instagram page and find out the details there to get your hands on a copy.